Alright, I've kind of cleaned up the mouth a little bit more. Actually, I ran out of memory space, and that was a good time to do a download. And so while I was downloading, I did a little bit of cleaning up here. I opened up the mouth a little more. I deepened the mouth a little more. Let's go here so you can see that. It'll probably get deeper as I get into the picking at it. But I want to start working on the eye area. And let's take my knife here. I want to make things a little deeper here. I need my chisel in there, I think. I just sharpened my knife also. Let's get a little deeper. You know, I better take my chisel. I mean, if you want to do it by knife, I'll just kind of get it started here. Again, we're doing little chips. We want to round the eye out. That's why I'm digging deep at the edge of the nose here. Don't be prying with that knife. Because even though he's going to have even though his eyes are going to be closed, we still want to have this rounded around the eyes here. Okay, there's how you do the via knife. I mean, it's not too bad. Clean it a little bit. Let's go a little deeper here. Get a smaller chisel. Again, I'm using the number 9. Dig a little deep around there. Deepen it. Trying to think, how does that look as far as the shadow? I think the light is in there, right? This thing needs a little more deepening. Bring the big chisel out again. I like to have it pretty deep because then it brings the cheeks out a little more. I like having those cheeks out. And when you're cutting with a chisel, make sure you don't bury the sides. When you bury the sides, then you start ripping. I just buried the side there. Now, how's that looking? Now, before I put the eyeline in, I want to make this part here. I want to make the up here the brow coming in. Kind of much like what I did with the grinning apple. And to do that, you want a number 9. Again, I don't know what the size of that is. And just like what we did to the nose here, when you went like this, we're going to do the same thing here. And you notice there's still a little space between that center line and down. Okay, this is going to be kind of hard. I hope it doesn't pop out of my hand here. It's okay for it to break there. Get that out of there. I can shape it later with a knife or however you want it shaped. Whatever tool you want to use to shape it a little bit. bring it out, because then get that out. There's always one little, you know. So what we did here with the eye, we kind of want to come up here and do the same thing above the eyebrow line. Now we're going to get into the top of the moon part here. Well, yeah. I'm going to try the knife version of it. Turning the knife. Turning the knife. Now I like how the knife cuts. It cuts much deeper than the chisel. But the chisel, of course, is more rounded, so I'm going to probably have to come back with the chisel. Scoop. Scoop. Because that's the other thing I did too. While this video was off, I really got down to sharpening my knives. What a difference it makes when a knife is sharp. Chisel in there to kind of help clean that out of there. Oops. Buried the side when I do that. I just did it right there. There we go. Coming out. Time to get a smaller number 9. A little more cleaning up. Keep cleaning. Wish you had some kind of an air tube or something, and so I don't have to keep lifting it up like that. I think it's kind of annoying for you to have me lift it out of the screen. I wonder if you can do that. Some kind of a straw. Okay, so I want to shape the moon a little bit. This might be a good time to kind of pick up on getting this done. Here's how much, if you want to put that scoop in where it's the head is coming down, if you want to do that. Like I said, I like to have one that does not have, well, at least while I'm carving, that has that kind of a head coming down, because it's kind of hard to carve in there when these things are sticking up. Yeah. It's always a matter of shaping. chisel back out again. I want the smaller chisel. Oops. And then there's just a matter of cleaning things up here a little bit. Because I do want that a little sharp there. So, how does it look? I think I still got the saw marks here. I want to take the saw marks out. And you know, generally I like to put the eye in before I put the eyebrow in, because the eye will kind of help define where the eyebrow will go. But in this case, the eye is going to be shut, so it's really not going to matter that much as far as having the eye in and trying to figure out where the eyebrow goes. And there's still quite a bit of cleanup here and there. There's always that one little pesky piece. And there's still quite a bit of shaping to do. Now, what I want to do is take my small number 9 and I want to get kind of almost an undercut. But making sure that there's enough more wood here where the eye is going to go. But it brings the eyebrow out a little more. See, look at the way the shade is compared to here. There's more shade than there is here. So we'll do it on this side. Okay, now this eyebrow is a little higher. Now this one here might be a little lower than this one, but I think that's fine. It adds a little bit of character where, like we did with the mouth, that's at an angle. You could probably do that too. Try another one where the eyebrow is up a little higher and one's a little lower. And I would like to clean that, have that clean before I put the eye in, or rather the eye line in. Okay, pencil. Last chance, just put kind of just a little bump right there, and actually I should stop it right there. It's too far. Here, let me look at it. There. Is that right? Should come in a little more.